Hello, Fabulous Aries. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of October 2018. Looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. We have an important sky, and for you in particular, a sky that is speaking strongly to matters of heart and matters of love. Now, there is also a financial focus that starts this month, but I'll save that for a little bit later. And for you, I'm actually going to start with love. Right around the 8th of the month, we are going to have a new moon in your opposite sign. Now, that alone would bring with it some sense of a new opportunity or a fresh start where it comes to where you are in love. But what's different about this new moon is that it is going to speak with Pluto, and that adds an element of fate, and it adds an element, if I'm being really straightforward, of inconvenience to attractions that may happen. Now, you add to this, on the 4th of the month, Venus will officially go retro, and will be retro in a part of the sky for you that has to do with digging deep and looking deep within you. And it has to do with, again, those senses of having a fated moment that has you looking at where you are in love and why very differently than you did before. Under the light of this new moon, we are also going to have Venus speaking with your ruling planet Mars, making these moments in relating to another that much more personal and that much more likely to serve as a catalyst towards more meaningful change in just about any area of your life. You know, there's nothing that'll make us look at ourselves more deeply than actually allowing ourselves to be drawn to another, to be attracted to another, to be vulnerable to another. These are the things that ultimately allow us to know ourselves by allowing ourselves to be known by another. Now, sometimes we can do that in a safe space. We can reveal ourselves to another, but sometimes it's more about you revealing yourself to yourself, realizing how it is that you really feel and realizing what part of you and within you has been drawn to a particular person. These are some of the realizations you are set to have, and they are going to change you now and change the way that you understand love and partnership, very likely for a very long time to come. Now, it isn't just isolated to this month. We are going to be in Venus retrograde season right until the later part of the year. There is horoscopes for that on YouTube, on my website, so that's there. But for this month, what makes it special is that new moon in your opposite sign. That new moon ultimately is going to set the stage to ensure that if you are one of the Aries who feels like, well, those love lessons that Nadiya has been talking about, I haven't really been feeling it, that new moon will ensure that you feel the lessons and that you become more aware of the options that you have in love. If you are open to meeting someone new, do expect in the early part of the month some very strong attractions to take place. And chances are they will be moments that stir your soul and stir emotion for you. But ultimately, this is about waking you up, right? This is about shaking something loose within you so that you can be more available to love, perhaps in a way that you haven't known before. There's also a possibility here of feeling an almost electric attraction to another person, but then needing to pace yourself in that as well. Because of that connection with Pluto, that's the inconvenient factor. That's the factor that says it may feel very strong, your sense of wanting to be with a particular person. And there may be factors there that you wish were easier than they actually are. But ultimately, the factors are what they need to be right now so that you can learn what you need to as you move towards greater love than you've known before. And for those of you who are in an established bond, keep in mind, again, there's this sense of starting a new chapter. Maybe your partner is starting a new chapter in their lives, and in some way there are factors there that feel less than ideal, that feel that they might ask you for some sacrifice. Ultimately, though, there is that sense of you being committed, in fact, deeply committed, is part of what I'm seeing with this time. Now, whether it is that you are open to meeting someone new or in an established bond, because we are in a Venus retrograde season, chances are just what it seems like, and just when you think you've made a decision where it comes to partnership, it'll end up being something else. More will be revealed, or more emotions are going to come to the surface. So understand this month in a larger context, and understand that you are on a journey towards uncovering more deeply what it is that love is for you, has been for you, and where it is that you are ready to change deeply within so that you can move yourself towards the love that you truly do desire. As we move later into the month, right around the 24th of the month, we are going to have a full moon. Now, this full moon is happening in a financial part of your sky, and a part of the sky that has to do with your understanding of what you're getting based on what you're giving. Now, that can play out in terms of love, of course, but that can also play out in terms of income and in terms of what it is that you're spending as well. Now, it is this full moon that is happening hand in hand with Uranus and speaking in supreme harmony with Saturn. It's also standing across the sky from Venus. If you are using this energy in terms of love, then this can be a time of revealing, a time when you are looking deep within yourself and considering how it is and where it is your own sense of self-worth has brought you to this place where it comes to love and what it is that you believe that you're getting in return for the love that you are giving. This can be an illuminating time. In fact, it is that Uranus that says a light bulb goes off for you of some kind that helps you to see in a way that ultimately brings about greater stability. So whether it is you getting a chance to clear the air with this person that you care about or that you are getting to know, whether it is that there's someone new, especially with that new moon early in the month, if there is somebody new, then this could be more of a self-reflection. It may or may not be appropriate to go to this person and share all the complexities of what you're feeling. Of course, it's always up to you to decide what is right for you to share in light of your unique circumstances. But suffice it to say, this is going to bring a moment of clarity that ultimately will make you feel that much more stable within yourself and sure about your values, about your ultimate direction. Now, the other part of this energy has to do with money, as I said, and this is a very abundant energy. I do really like it. There may be a sense of needing some balance. It could be at this time that you are making moves to move yourself towards a more prosperous situation. And that looks like things could happen very quickly, very much by surprise, but bringing you a greater sense of stability and bringing you a sense that you're more in alignment with some higher vision for your life, or at least some career goals, and not just about making money. And for others of you, this could be a time when you are spending. There might be a large expenditure that happens at this time. But it looks like something that you have planned for and something that you are hoping will bring you pleasure or bring you joy or bring you greater prosperity. And given that beautiful connection with Saturn, it most certainly might. But keep in mind, some of the best acquisitions you're going to make at this time are going to be the ones that just show up for you out of nowhere, and you feel that much more lucky for securing what it is that does show up for you. What I love about this month for you, well, look, there's a whole lot to love here, but I love that love is part of what you are going to be learning. You'll be looking very deep within yourself. You'll be looking very deep and understanding the ways in which you are blessed and what does that mean in every area of your life. That larger Venus retrograde season this month speaks volumes to your ability to be more honest with yourself as you are evaluating much of your life. There is a divine cleansing taking place. It is a slow process. It is sometimes a deliberate process, but it is one that will move you towards greater joy and greater love than you've known before. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded, exclusive video scopes every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.